Hello everyone and welcome to another Digimon video. This time we're going to be ranking every single Digimon that was introduced or cameoed or appeared in 2021 and was a completely new Digimon. So I have actually included the Battlemon Uber version because it is kind of like a new Digimon. Like, even though it is Battlemon, it's wearing a hoodie and it also has its own reference book entry and it's called Uber. So I am including it in this list. In any case, let's get started. This is just from Tier Maker, and all these are just all the either reference book arts that Wikimon had or whatever Wikimon had on hand. So we're just going to be going through. So, and I'll also put this Tier Maker in the description if you wanted to also make your own little tier listing of every Digimon that was introduced in 2021. That starts with a Battlemon Core. Now, initially I was like, I don't like this Digimon, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Colin, but after seeing that fight with Omegamon at the end, where they're kind of like parallel, they're kind of like the same sort of looking Digimon, I think I'm gonna have to put this at least in B tier. Like, originally it was like a D, but I'm gonna put it in B just because I kind of like that fight. That was a cool fight. Next we have this, yes, it's Achillesmon, and I don't know, I'm not really sure about this design. I like the blue thing that you've got going on. I like Pulsemon's evolutions. I like the Vata bracelet. I think I'm just gonna also put, am I gonna put everything in B tier? Am I gonna put anything in D tier? I can't think if I don't like any of these Digimon. I like them all. I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot of Digimon that were good debuted in 2021. Next, we've got Adaptamon, which also from the Vata bracelet, but from the Hermit in the Jungle one. And I don't know, there's something, I think also B tier. Just because, I don't know, it's kind of like a cool design, but I wouldn't say he's one of my favorites. He's like very sort of like middle ground, and I'm seeing because I've got S, A, B, C, D, and D is like the worst grade, I guess. I'm just going to put everything, I guess, in the middle of the road, which is a B. Next, we've got Angoramon. That is a very easy A tier. Not perfect, but I like the way he's going. I like him. I'm very much here for him. Gaimon, I guess also A tier. Not a big fan of like the, I don't know why, like when he first debuted, he kind of looked a little bit boring. He's got a scarf, which is cool. But I guess the scarf really won me over because it's Gammamon's scarf. And I like it when Digimon evolve with their clothes. I think that's pretty cool. Next we have Battlemon Uva. I never went to Uvadava, but I will probably be putting it in, I know, I really like the hoodie. I'm going to put it in S tier. I don't even like Battlemon or Talmon that particularly much, but I'm really a big fan of that hoodie. I think that if Bandai and Toei want to make lots of money, they should release that hoodie for me to wear because I like that hoodie. Next we have Bloom Lordamon. Definitely S tier because I just think he's cool. And he's also very strong on the Vata Bracelet app with in the raids. I'm continuously using him. I think he's cool. Next we have Canon Wastemon. I don't know, I think I'm going to put this in a C tier just because, oh, this one's got a transparent background. Ooh, didn't know that when I imported all the images. That's cool. No, I'm putting him in C tier just because there's just something a little bit boring about him. Like, yeah, I love Gaimon, but I don't know, there's just something that I'm not a big fan of with his design. I think it's because he looks like Blue Eyes White Dragon a little bit, and I don't know. Next we have, I don't actually remember this one's name. This is, who is this? Is this Gaimon? Did I forget someone? Because in my list right here with the names, I have a Bossamon, and I don't see Bossamon here. Let's quickly Google who is Bossamon. I'm sure I have him. Oh yes, Bossamon is just hanging out down here. I do have Bossamon. I was just concerned. Anyway, so this is Gaimon, and I don't like Gaimon. I don't know why. I think it's the fact he just looks like they gave Roachmon a bunch of steroids. I don't know. He does not bring me joy. Next we have Divemon, which is little shark friend. And I think I'm going to have to put him in B tier. So another B tier, middle of the road. His eyes kind of freak me out a little bit. And it's kind of weird that they have like a swimming one on the vital bracelet because it's not waterproof. The vital bracelet should be waterproof. It'd be so much better if it was, but also more expensive. And they also use the synchronized swimmers as the advertisement. So why isn't it waterproof? Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it in B. Yeah, B. Next we have Frozomon. A tier, I think. Yeah, A tier. Next we have Frozomon. That is, I thought that was the name. I was like, I can't be Frozomon. No, it is Frozomon. This is surprisingly S tier. I don't know. I love him so much. He's so sweet. Next we have Gaimon Ito mode. Very busy design. And this Digimon debuted in Rear Eyes. And I'm just going to put him in C, just because, I don't know, his design's quite busy, and I'm not really sure. Hey, I was about to say, do we have another transparent background? No, that was just Canon Weissmon again, just looking different. Next we have Gammamon. I'm torn between S and A tier. I think it's a really nice design. I like the scarf. I think I'm going to put it in S tier. Yeah, S tier. There we are. Next we have Goromon. He's a rock, but a cute rock. C tier, I guess. Gulus, Gammamon. A tier. Oh, another transparent background. How exciting. Who is next? Goromon. I like his little nose. He looks very much Pokemon. Like he's got like, I like how it looks like Kubachu. That's it. The bear Pokemon with a little snot drip that's frozen. But at the end, he's very kind of basic, I guess. But he's cute. He's cute. It's a cute C tier. C is for cute. Hydramon. I'm not sure about this one. I like Hydramon. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Yes. Jellymon. Another A tier. I'm trying not to base these too much on personality because I'm just basing them on the design. But also, I guess I know I really like Jellymon. And then we have, is it Chaos Gammamon? Yes. Yep, S tier. Kodukamon. Kodukamon rather. It's very early in the morning. I don't like spiders. I'm actually arachnophobic, but I'm gonna put it in S tier just because it is a very cute design, and it's one of those Digimon that you look at it and you would have sworn it debuted like 20 years ago because it just looks so traditionally Digimon. But you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely a Digimon that's been around since like the Digimon Pendulum. But no, he's actually a brand new Digimon that was introduced this year. So yeah, I kind of just love his design. I think it's a perfect design. And I know that a lot of Digimon are trying to, especially the ones that were introduced this year, a lot of them tried to emulate the way that Digimon used to be designed and used to look back in the Pendulum days. And they're trying to be nostalgic in that way. But this Digimon really strikes me as a Digimon that definitely belongs in the past, but was introduced this year, and I really like that. Komodamon, the best thing of Adventure Colon was Komodamon, so I'm going to have to put him in. I'm filling up S tiers, but I think I want to put it in A tier. I think, yes. Then we have Lamortamon. Yep, I love this design. I'm going to put that in S tier. And now I have far too many S tiers because I can see that I know one that I'm definitely going to put in S tier. I think I'm going to downgrade Gammamon. Sorry, Gammamon. Anyway, so lovely Angemon. I don't really care too much about the Angoramon species and evolutions, but Lovely Angoramon was really strong in Rear Eyes, and I used her for a long time, so I'm gonna have to put it in B. Pistmon, there's something like kind of, I mean, he's a good design, he looks exactly like a cyclist, and I like how the little bits on the bike are like the vital symbols, but I don't know, I'm going to have to put him in like C tier. Podamon, that's an easy S tier. Love his episode of Adventure Colon, love his design, love him so much. He is so good. Raremon, this is a hard one because on one hand he's disgusting, but on the other hand, that's kind of the idea. Like, he's meant to be kind of gross, and I don't like him because he's kind of gross. I'm gonna put him in D tier, but I think that's because they wanted me to put him in D tier, because he is such a gross-looking friend. Next we have Shivamon. Love this design. Probably one of my favourite designs. I'm just realising, oh wait, why is Pulsemon here? And that's because we got all the information for it last year. I'm like, Pulsemon should be here. No, Pulsemon, yeah. But all the other Pulsemon evolutions are here. So Shivermon. Where to put Shivermon? I'm thinking A. I'm actually going to put Frozomon in B tier. Sorry, you've been downgraded, Frozomon. And maybe Hydramon too. There we are. So yeah, Shivermon can hang out in A tier. Really like that design. But don't love it, but I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely my favourite Pulsemon Mega Level Digimon. I think he's really chill looking. He's almost too busy. If he had like one more thing, he'd be too busy, like Gaimon Ito mode. I feel like he's far too busy. There's so much going on. But Shivamon just has like the perfect amount. Now Shootmon, which is this one, I have to admit that a few months ago, like, I was on Discord and someone like posted a picture of Shootmon and I was like, that's an Atmon. And no, it's not. It's just an incredibly forgettable evolution from Pulsemon, but because it reminds me of Atmon, it's going to be at least C tier. Like, I'd put it in D tier because it's fairly forgettable, but because it's so Atmon-like, and I still really would like to see an Atmon and Vital Bracelet crossover because I feel like that they'd work really well. The Vital Bracelet app can have like Pulsemon as like the app, and I know I'd really like to see a crossover because Pulsemon is just Dokomon but yellow, and I love that. I love Atmon so much. Next we have Shroudmon, big red angry Machamp. He's gonna also hang out in C tier, I think. There's just something a little bit weird about him, and I can't quite put my finger on it. It's just a little bit weird. He looks like a Meramon evolution. Next we have, is it Sunamon? I think it's Sunamon. Yep, it's Sunamon. Or Sandmon, rather. I'm gonna put him in D. He's just like Pubamon, but what if Pubamon was made out of sand? So not particularly interesting. Simbara and Goromon. Yeah, I guess B, A tier. A tier. Next we have Templemon. There we are. Templemon. I'm trying to work out. Oh yeah, I already put Lamortamon. I was about to say, did I add Lamortamon? Yeah, of course I did. It's very early in the morning. It is 5:05 a.m. because this was the only time I could record this video. Is 5 in the morning because there's so many things coming out. But anyway, Templemon. I love this design actually. Probably I'm putting everything in S tier. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I just love every Digimon so much. Templemon is probably my favorite, but I've never actually had Templemon, but I love his design. I'm seeing a theme with me liking characters in hoodies because both Uva and Templemon are wearing like hoodie-ish things. I don't know. I just really like it. Next we have Tesla Jellymon. Yeah, I'm so torn on this design, but then I realized that she's got like a skirt thing which is actually part of her, so it's like equal bits body horror. So she's actually definitely grown on me. And again, like, Tessa Jellymon is an evolution obviously from Jellymon, but it just looks like she grew up slightly. And I'm actually a fan of those kind of evolutions. I don't have to always look off the wall. Like, it can't be just like, you know, cat to angel, dog to cat, like completely different. Maybe the same sort of color scheme, or like the holy ring's still there, so it's still kind of connected. Or Patamon to Angemon. If you didn't know anything about Digimon, you would not connect those two as the canon line. But it is. So, I don't know, I think I want to put it in A tier. It would be S, but I've got a lot of S's, and I feel like I love everything I put in S tier more than this. Let's say A.5. I really like it. Thetismon, B tier. Like it, don't love it. I guess that opinion might change once Thetismon is actually debuted in the anime, but it's going to hang out in B tier. Next we have Voltmon. Voltmon is very... I don't know, on one hand, he does look like a Digimon that could just be forever, but he also doesn't look like a Digimon. So I think I'm going to have to put him in D tier. He just doesn't look right. There's just something that I'm not a big fan of there, if that makes sense. Next we have Wes and Gammamon. A tier? Yes, let's put them there. Next we have... See, this is where I guess it got out of order. I can't remember is it Goromon? I think. No, Goromon was the... Yeah, it was Goromon and Battlemon, I think? I'm just gonna say Angoramon's baby 2. Sorry, D tier. But his baby 1 form, it looks like he's giving me the middle finger. It just looks like a curled in fist lifting the middle finger. And that is, I don't know why, it's just really funny. Even though that's definitely not on purpose, he just looks like he's just a little cute thing, like, I put my middle finger up to the preps, yeah! I don't know, I love him so much. And then we have Gammamon's baby 1 and baby 2. First stage, I guess D tier, kind of boring. Second stage, I guess C tier, I guess. I actually like the Jellymon's first stage and second stage. I don't know why, they're just really funny to me. Even though they're just sort of more or less the same. But yeah, so that's every Digimon that was introduced in 2021. I put a lot of things at the top. I think this was a strong year. And even the ones that I put in D tier, I wouldn't say that I necessarily hate. I just think they're okay. Except for Raremon, but that's the point. I'm meant to think that he's gross. It is nice to see an evolution from a Digimon that's been around so long, like Raremon. Raremon's been around forever, same as Dakugamon. It's nice that we get additions to that evolution path 2 decades after they debut, basically. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we had a pretty strong year for new Digimon designs. I love, and also, yeah, Blacktailmon, also old Digimon, newish evolution or mode change. That's cool. And same with Potamon. Potamon's also a Digimon that looks like they could be from 20 years ago. So it's been a really strong year for Digimon designs, and I'm a big fan of that. I like when we have a lot of Digimon. I can't really even remember Digimon that debuted last year. Obviously, Pulsemon's first chunk of evolutions were kind of shown off last year, and that's cool. I like how the Vital Bracelet happened this year. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so those are all the Digimon that I ranked for 2021. And as I said, I'll link this in the description so you can make your own, and definitely let me know what you think about all the Digimon that debuted this year, because there were actually a surprisingly large amount of them. And when I thought about making this video, I was like, surely there can't be that many Digimon that debuted in 2021. And I'm sure they're very forgettable. But it also feels like a lot of them came like the back half of the year because of Ghost Game, which I guess makes sense. But in any case, what would you rank these? How do you disagree with my rankings here? Who would you say is in S tier? And if you have the time, click on the tier maker in the description and fill it out yourself, because I'd love to see how other people feel about these Digimon that debuted this year, because there's a pretty good chunk. We had a pretty good year for Digimon that were introduced. But in any case, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!